Hello then, I hope you are doing well. This is a quick guide on how to complete the Disgraced Grandmaster Nightfall. I will first show you our loadouts, followed by our strategies. Timestamps are in the description below. This Grandmaster contains barriers and unstoppables. All three shield types are present within the GM, with a threat being Arc. At the time of the recording, the surges were Arc and Void. This could be different for you depending if you do the GM on the week it comes out or later on for your Conqueror title. So always double check what the surges are and match your subclasses and weapons to them. Moving on to loadouts, we had a Warlock running well for survivability combined with Phoenix Protocol to get super energy when getting kills inside the well. The Hunter ran Mobius Quiver for clearing ads along with Army Oculus for infinite invis grenades. The Titan ran Sentinel Shield for controlling ads combined with Ursa Furiosa Gauntlets to regain some super energy and create orbs of power. Moving on to weapons, the Warlock ran a Wish Ender for stunning barriers and a Glaive for stunning unstops along with a Heavy Linear for long range damage. The Hunter ran the same loadout with a Wish Ender for stunning barriers and a Glaive for unstops along with a Heavy Linear for DPS. The Titan ran Reptile for stunning unstopables along with the Monarch Bow for poisoning ads. Finally we had a Machine Gun for clearing out the ads. Now onto mods, starting with the class item. Run any of the mods that help reduce your ability cooldowns when using different abilities, or run Powerful Attraction to help collect nearby orbs. You could also run the mods Proximity Ward and Healthy Finisher to get your health back along with an overshield when performing a finisher. For leg armor, you can run mods to help with your ability regen when picking up orbs of power. You could also run Scavenger mods to pick up additional ammunition when picking up ammo bricks. For your chest armor, run a Concussive Dampener to help reduce incoming damage from grenades. Also run either a Sniper Resist mod because there will be snipers throughout the whole GM, or an Arc Resist mod because incoming arc damage is increased by 25%. For gauntlets, run any mods that boost your abilities or create orbs of power. Finally, for the helmet, I suggest you have a heavy ammo finder mod on along some ashes to assets to get a super back on grenade kills. These are the loadouts that we used. Either copy them or use them to make your own designs. You do not need the same loadouts, subclasses or characters that we have to complete this GM. With that out of the way, let's get straight into it. Once you spawn in, get onto your sparrows and drive towards the large building. Make sure to leave your sparrows at the bottom of the stairs once you reach the location. The first room can be tricky because there will be plenty of snipers along with two barriers right next to each other. Just stay by the stairs and wait for the barriers to come to you. This way you can easily freeze them or suspend them. The rest of the ads will also rush this location, and since it's so compact, one grenade is all it takes to clear them all out. Occasionally they will rush you at point blank range, but you can always fall back down the stairs to lure them away. Make sure that both barriers die roughly at the same time, because if you leave one alive then it will retreat and be a menace when the next waves of ads spawn in. Once done, use that room to then clear out the left side area and just take your time with it. Then you can rotate to the left and use that high ground against the next waves, which will include Shanks and Marauders. The high ground makes it so that they have no choice but to jump up next to you, making them an easy target. The other reason why you want to be on the left side is that once those ads die, the next wave will all spawn on the back left door. If you are within their vicinity, they will just stand outside the door, so a couple of grenades or even placing down some anarchy shots on the ground will kill them all in their spawn. Then the last wave will spawn by the exit. You can either wait in the exit and kill them in the hallway, or stay on the left side and wait for them to come to you. Among them will be a barrier champ. Once done, push up the back stairs to the next area. In front of you will be a couple of snipers and a barrier champ, so stay within the room at the top of the stairs and snipe at them. Behind them will be wizards and more ads, so use these boxes in the middle of a room for cover to dispose of them one by one. There will still be some Elixir survivors among the hive, including a barrier champ, but you can take them all out using the boxes because they will rotate to the doorway in front of you. When the area is fairly safe, you can then use the doorway for cover to begin facing off against the waves of incoming hive. At the back of the room are two Shriekers and two barriers on top of some boxes. The Shriekers will remain closed until later, and if you don't go past the doorway, the barriers cannot hit you. Instead, focus on clearing out the area in front of you of all the Acolytes, Cursed Thrall, and the Knights. Only then, when the area is cleared, do you want to focus on the barriers one by one. When most of the ads are dealt with, then have one person step forward to open the Shriekers up. Shoot them from the doorway because they cannot hit you at that range. The last hive ship will also bring over two barrier champions, however, they will stay at the bottom of the area. Leave them till last because when the area is clear, you can use the ramps on the left and right above them to safely dispose of them. Continue onwards towards the next area, and once you reach these stairs, stop here. There will be two barriers, some wretches and vandal snipers at the back. If you stay by the stairs, the snipers at the back will stay there out of sight. It is easier to get rid of the barriers first, followed by the wretches, and then the snipers at the back last. Keep pushing forward until you reach this public area. There is nothing here for you to kill, so you can just turn invisible and run past all of it. Just be careful when you get to the hive dropship because there will be Thrall and Cursed Thrall inside. When you reach the scaffolding, do not go past it. The boss will spawn in front of you, followed by several waves of adds behind her. You can use the scaffolding on your left for cover or chain your supers back and forth to stay alive in the center. If you damage her enough, she'll retreat further into the room, and the sooner she is out of the way, the better. Behind her will be 2 barriers, 2 wizards, and a whole host of adds. They will all spawn in the same area, so some well-placed grenades will get rid of the vast majority of them, leaving the barriers on their own. The wizards will retreat to the back, so you can leave them for last once you have dealt with the barriers. Once done, push up a little, but do not go around the corner. The hill contains lots of adds, including your first Unstop champ. Use the concrete around you for cover to dispose of it first. Then you can split up a little. There is more concrete on the right, so you can spread out and use all of his cover to snipe the adds at the top of the hill. Focus on getting rid of all the cursed thrall and some of the knights closest to you. Above them, near the back, will be a barrier champ just sitting on the ledge sniping at you. Get rid of that first before making any attempt to push her further up the hill. Slowly push up from cover to cover, but make sure there aren't any stragglers left behind. Once you reach the top, a final wave will spawn containing 2 barrier champs and some thrall. Just stay outside the area and they won't rush you. You are now in the boss room. The boss room can be completed fairly easily as long as you control how much damage you do to the boss. In the middle is a platform which you will be sitting on for the majority of the time. At the bottom of the room will be the boss, so take your time sniping at her and clearing out the thralls spawning around her. Once she loses a segment of her health, she will disappear. To your left are some rooms, and that is where the adds will spawn in for the first half of this fight. The high ground allows you to shoot down onto the top of them and makes it harder for them to hit you. There is only one way up to the platform, and that is the stairs leading to the left side, so you can completely block it off and control the whole area. Clearing the adds out will make the boss spawn back in, and this time she will be behind you at the back of a platform. Same as before, damage her and clear out the thrall which will rush you from the stairs. You can always jump back down the side of the room where you entered and snipe her from there instead. Removing her next segment of health until she is on half health will force her to teleport and spawn in more waves of adds. This time they will spawn on the left at the bottom of the stairs and at the bottom of the room. There will be an unstop on both sides along with an ogre at the bottom and plenty of adds. Just use the top of the platform for cover. One well-placed super on the left is all it takes to clear the vast majority of the adds in their spawn. This will leave a second unstop at the bottom on its own for an easy kill. Then it's just rinse and repeat. The boss will respawn behind you, so once again take her health down little by little whilst keeping an eye on the stairs for any thrall. This time when she reaches her last segment of health, she will teleport to the bottom of the room and stay there until you kill her. There will be constant add spawns around her, including knights and cursed thrall. Don't try to kill her outright. Damage a little, then look to the stairs for any cursed thrall and knights that will be trying to flank you. Once she is low enough, then focus fire on her. And there you have it, that is how you complete the Disgraced on Grandmaster difficulty. If you have found the guide to be helpful, then please like, share and post a comment. Don't forget to subscribe for more Destiny 2 guides. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.